What if I told you the way you feed your 6-month-old could impact their intelligence for life? It sounds crazy, but recent research is revealing shocking connections between feeding methods and brain development. Today, we're diving deep into the ultimate parenting battle: baby-led weaning versus traditional purees. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which method science says creates smarter, more independent kids. So stick around, because what you're about to learn could change everything about how you approach your baby's first foods. Here's the thing. Every single parent faces this exact same choice around 6 months old. Your baby is ready for solid food, but suddenly you're confronted with two completely different approaches that couldn't be more opposite. On one side, you have baby-led weaning. Advocates swearing their method creates independent, intelligent children. On the other side, traditional puree supporters argue their approach is safer and more nutritionally sound. The debate raging in parenting communities is absolutely massive. Facebook groups are at war. Pediatricians give conflicting advice. Your mother-in-law has strong opinions. Everyone seems to know the right way, but nobody agrees. And here's what makes this decision so stressful: the stakes couldn't be higher. We're talking about your baby's development, their intelligence, and their lifelong relationship with food. One wrong choice, and you might be setting your child up for struggles down the road. So how do you cut through all the noise and make the right decision for your family? Baby-led weaning versus purees. Script sections. Picture this: a 6-month-old baby grabbing soft broccoli with tiny fingers, bringing it to their mouth, and deciding exactly how much to eat. No spoon. No parent hovering. This is baby-led. Weaning. Babies skip purees entirely and go straight to finger foods. They control everything, while parents simply offer safe foods and trust the process. When your baby can sit upright around 6 months, they're ready for this food adventure. Now picture the opposite: a parent carefully spooning smooth baby food into their little one's mouth, controlling every bite. This is traditional puree, the method most of our parents used. You start with completely smooth textures and gradually increase thickness over months. The parent decides everything: when to progress, how much to eat, and controls the entire process. It feels safer and more predictable for many families. Here's where things get shocking. The way your baby eats is literally rewiring their brain. Baby-led weaning develops fine motor skills faster, creating complex brain-hand coordination. Each different texture builds new neural pathways. BLW babies become natural problem solvers, learning decision-making and self-regulation from day one. These aren't just eating skills. They're building intelligence through every messy, exploratory bite. Prepare to be amazed by this connection. The way your baby chews could determine how well they talk. Groundbreaking research has found that baby-led weaning is directly linked to better language development. The theory is fascinating. The complex oral motor skills required for chewing different textures actually strengthen the same muscles used for speech. Think about it: a baby working to break down a soft piece of chicken is developing tongue strength, jaw coordination, and mouth awareness. These exact same skills are needed for forming words and clear speech patterns. Multiple peer-reviewed studies now support this incredible connection between early feeding methods and language abilities. Here's a statistic that will shock you. Babies who practice baby-led weaning are significantly better at recognizing their own hunger and fullness cues. Randomized controlled trials have shown these babies actually weigh less at 12 months and have lower rates of childhood obesity. Why? Because they're learning to self-regulate from the very beginning. Unlike spoon-fed babies who learn to eat until the bowl is empty, BLW babies eat until they're satisfied. This creates a healthier relationship with food that can last a lifetime. They're literally programming their brains for better eating habits. Here's something researchers discovered that surprised everyone. Mothers who practice baby-led weaning and report significantly lower feeding anxiety. We're talking about 70% less mealtime stress compared to traditional feeding methods. These families experience fewer food battles, less pickiness, and more enjoyable mealtimes. The children are more willing to try new foods, are more adventurous eaters, and have better family mealtime experiences. It turns out that when we trust babies to eat, everyone relaxes. The stress that often surrounds feeding simply melts away. creating a positive food environment that benefits the entire family. Let's be fair, purees aren't the villain here. They offer incredible nutritional control, letting you know exactly how much iron and vitamins your baby consumed. There's less mess, predictable eating patterns, and many parents feel safer with gradual texture progression. For anxious parents or babies with special needs, this structured approach creates confidence and peace of mind that shouldn't be underestimated. Here's the truth that might surprise you. There's no single perfect feeding method that creates superior children. Both baby-led weaning and purees can raise healthy, intelligent kids. The real winner? Responsive feeding that follows your baby's cues, regardless of method. Many experts now recommend a hybrid approach. Some purees for nutrition, finger foods for exploration. What actually matters most is variety in foods, positive meal times, and stress-free eating experiences that work for your unique family. Make sure your baby can sit upright independently before starting. This is non-negotiable for safety. Learn proper food preparation techniques for finger foods. Offer appropriate first foods like soft-cooked vegetables, ripe fruits, and well-cooked pasta. Most importantly, trust your baby's natural appetite and eating pace. Don't get stuck on smooth textures forever. Progressively introduce lumps and textures by 8 to 9 months. Allow your baby to explore food with their hands even during spoon feeding. Make the transition to finger foods by their first birthday. Never force feed. Or use distractions like screens during meals. Whether you choose spoons or fingers, never force food into an unwilling baby's mouth. Don't restrict natural food exploration and messiness. It's part of learning. Avoid anxiety-driven feeding, where your stress becomes the baby's stress. Don't get stuck in one texture level. Babies need progression to develop properly. Here's the truth. Both methods can raise brilliant, healthy kids. The real winner isn't baby-led weaning or purees. It's responsive. Feeding that follows your baby's cues. Whether you choose spoons or finger foods, trust your instincts and focus on positive mealtime experiences. Your baby's intelligence doesn't depend on the method. It depends on love, variety, and stress-free eating. Which method resonates with your family? Drop a comment below and subscribe for more evidence-based parenting insights.